It started as an ordinary Sunday morning, quiet, peaceful, and bright. Birds chirped, the sun shimmered across my pool water, and the world felt perfect. But that peace lasted exactly 27 minutes, right until the splash. I remember the sound clearly, sharp, unexpected, and echoing through the still air. I looked up from my kitchen window, confused. No one else was supposed to be home. My heart skipped. I froze. Then I saw her. There she was, Karen, my next-door neighbor. Blonde curls, oversized sunglasses, floral swimsuit, and an attitude bigger than her sun hat. And she was casually floating in my pool, sipping a drink like she owned the place. At first, I thought maybe she had permission from someone. Maybe my spouse had invited her. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. But then I saw her phone, placed perfectly on a towel beside my deck, recording herself for what looked like a TikTok video. I couldn't believe it. Karen had broken into my backyard, climbed over my fence, and was now filming herself in my private pool without asking. I wanted to storm outside and confront her, but something stopped me. My security cameras. I had installed them only a week ago after noticing a few mysterious footprints around the pool gate. Now, I realized those prints weren't from stray cats. They were from her. So I did what any rational person would do. I watched, quietly, from my phone. I opened the live camera feed, and the footage was gold. Karen wasn't just relaxing. She was talking to the camera, saying things like, "Some people don't even use their pools, or what a waste. So I'm just helping make it useful." My jaw dropped. She was bragging about trespassing. Then things got worse. She started rummaging through the poolside fridge, taking soda cans, eating chips, and laughing about how they'll never notice. I hit record, capturing every second, because I knew this was going to get interesting. As she leaned back on the floaty, completely unaware of the hidden cameras around her, I decided right then, I wasn't just going to confront her. I was going to let her dig her own hole. And oh, did she. The next morning, I woke up early, still half in disbelief over what I'd seen the day before. I replayed the footage twice, just to make sure. I hadn't imagined it. Nope, there she was again, floating like a queen in my pool, munching on my snacks, and talking to her phone like she was hosting her own summer vlog. I could have gone straight to the police. I could have called her out right then and there, but I wanted to see just how far she'd go. So I decided to stay quiet, for now. Sure enough, around 2 p.m. that afternoon, I heard the familiar squeak of my side gate. My phone pinged, motion detected. I opened the live feed and there she was again, wearing a different swimsuit this time, holding a fancy iced latte. She looked around, then tiptoed to the pool like some sort of stealthy ninja. If ninjas wore flip-flops and oversized sun hats, she climbed in, sighed dramatically, and said to her camera, "Ugh, they still haven't noticed. I could live here all summer." That was it. I hit record again, multiple angles. Every splash, every smug smirk. After about half an hour, I decided it was time. I walked outside, calm as ever, pretending not to notice her. Her eyes widened when she saw me. "Oh, hi, I was just, making sure your pool's clean," she stammered, trying to act natural. "Really?" I said, raising an eyebrow. "Because it looks like you've been enjoying it, not cleaning it." Her face turned red. No, I was just checking the water quality." I almost laughed. "You mean by drinking my soda and recording yourself?" Her jaw dropped. "What? How do you know that?" I pointed at the nearest camera. She froze. For a moment, the only sound was the dripping of water from her floaty. "Karen," I said slowly, "the cameras record everything. You might want to check your acting career. It's about to go viral." She gasped. "You can't record me without permission. That's illegal." I smirked. "Actually, trespassing is illegal. Recording it? That's called evidence." For a second, she didn't move. Then she grabbed her towel, stormed out, and yelled over her shoulder, "This isn't over!" Little did she know. She was right, because what came next made her the talk of the entire neighborhood. I honestly thought that after being caught red-handed, Karen would avoid my house like the plague, but clearly I underestimated her. The next few days were quiet, too quiet. No splashes, no sneaky gate sounds, no Karen. I almost believed she'd learned her lesson. Until Thursday afternoon. I came home from work to find something taped to my front door. A bright yellow violation notice from the Homeowners Association. It claimed that I was allowing unauthorized guests to use the community pool and creating safety hazards. I stared at it, stunned. Community pool? This was my private property. I didn't even belong to the HOA. Then it hit me. Karen. I marched straight to her house. She opened the door with that fake smile she always wore. The kind that didn't reach her eyes. "Oh, hi neighbor. Everything okay?" she asked sweetly. "Cut the act, Karen," I said. "Did you report me to the HOA?" She crossed her arms. "Well, someone had to. You've been letting strangers use your pool. I've seen them myself." I almost laughed. You mean you, Karen? You were the stranger. I have video proof. But she just smirked. Oh please, who do you think they'll believe? Me, a longtime resident and HOA member. Or you? That's when I realized she was trying to flip the script. She wanted to paint me as the problem. But she didn't know. I was already one step ahead. That night, I uploaded the camera footage to a secure drive. Every clip of her sneaking in, lounging, stealing snacks, and lying. Then, I printed still frames from the footage showing her face clearly in my backyard. The next morning, I called an emergency HOA meeting. She showed up confident, ready to humiliate me. I'm concerned, she began dramatically, about our neighbor here setting a bad example. I interrupted. Actually, before you continue, I brought something for everyone to see. I connected my phone to the projector. The footage played. Gasps filled the room. There was Karen, smiling in my pool, waving at her phone and saying, "They'll never know I was here." Her face turned the color of a ripe tomato. Care to explain? I asked calmly. The HOA president turned to her, furious. Karen, this is your complaint? Karen stuttered. I was just testing security. The president cut her off. You're suspended from all HOA duties until further notice. Her eyes shot daggers at me as everyone whispered. But this time she had no words left. After that HOA meeting, Karen avoided me for a while. She wouldn't wave, wouldn't look at me, and definitely didn't dare step near my property again. For a brief moment, peace returned to the neighborhood. Birds chirping, sprinklers running, kids playing. But of course, with Karen, peace never lasts long. One night, just as I was getting ready for bed, my phone buzzed with a motion alert. The cameras again. I sighed, half expecting it to be a raccoon or the wind. But when I opened the live feed, my jaw dropped. There she was, Karen, in a dark hoodie, trying to cover the camera with her hand. She had come back. Except this time, she wasn't there to swim. She was trying to disable my cameras, probably to erase her embarrassing footage. She muttered under her breath, fumbling with a screwdriver, whispering, "Let's see you record this, you sneaky little..." But what she didn't realize was that the cameras backed up everything to the cloud. Even if she broke them, every second was safe online. So I did something bold. I flipped on my backyard floodlights. She froze like a deer in headlights, caught mid-sabotage. I stepped outside, phone in hand, recording her live. "Karen," I said calmly. "Back again? Couldn't resist the spotlight?" Her face went pale. "This isn't what it looks like!" "Oh, it looks exactly like what it looks like," I replied. "Breaking and entering, property damage, tampering with security equipment. Want me to keep listing?" She tried to run, but tripped over a garden. Hose and fell straight into the shallow end of the pool, fully clothed. The splash echoed through the night. By the time the police arrived, she was sitting on the edge of the pool, dripping and furious, trying to explain some nonsense. Story about recovering stolen footage. The officers didn't buy it for a second. They reviewed my video evidence right there, and it was over. Trespassing, vandalism, and harassment, all on record. The next morning, the whole neighborhood knew. Word spread faster than wildfire. Karen had been arrested for breaking into a neighbor's pool. Again, a few weeks later, a for sale sign appeared on her lawn. She moved out quietly, no goodbyes, no explanations. As for me, I still have the footage, safely stored, just in case. And every summer since, I sit by that same pool with an ice-cold drink, smiling whenever I hear the faint echo of a splash. Because some lessons, my friends, you can only learn the hard way. And that, my friends, was the day Karen learned that every splash leaves ripples, especially when the cameras are rolling. If you enjoyed watching this wild story unfold, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more unbelievable HOA and Karen tales, and drop a comment below telling me what you would have done if someone trespassed in your pool. Your support helps me bring you more real-life drama, hilarious revenge moments, and stories where karma dives in head first.